Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Patzer, and I'm really excited because today I'm going to have a great conversation about the Champions book project. It's Champions Mentoring Creates Change, and it's going to benefit Memories in a Mansion. And I'm here with Diana Aldereguia and Shamna Lea Gray, who has actually written a chapter in the Champions book. And before we get started, I'd like to ask you, Diana, to tell us more about the Champions book project and Memories in a Mansion.
Thank you so much, Tammy. I'd love to. Memories in a Mansion is a global leadership academy impacting 10 million plus women around the world. It's an in-house extended program where young women aging out of foster care, victims of trafficking and domestic violence will live, and they will be trained in personal development, business skills, public speaking skills, self-care, hygiene, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Once they exit the program, they will be self-sufficient, they will be confident in what they and in who they are and what they know, that their voices are important and that they're of value, that they're individuals of value. And Champions, the book, Mentoring Creates Change, is a group of phenomenal authors explaining how they themselves have come out of challenges, how they've overcome, be it health issues, business issues, challenges of all sorts, from all walks of life. And showing them that no matter what or where they are in their life, they can come out of it, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. They just have to work at it and believe in themselves.
Well, I know for a fact that there is a big need for mentors in the world, and I definitely am really pleased to be part of this Champions book project. And I love these interviews because we've been talking with just phenomenal people. Diana, you've done such a great job of bringing these very strong leaders into this community. And I'm excited to talk to you, Shamna, because you're actually calling in all the way from the Netherlands, where I understand it's very hot today. And I think it's interesting because I live in Florida, so I'm used to a lot of extreme heat. So before I ask you about your contribution, I'm going to share with everyone more about Shamna Lea Gray. She's a public speaker, author, healer, and coach, and she's the founder of the Global Goddess Creations movement. Shamna creatively and passionately teaches and coaches women who have suffered childhood trauma in how to tap into their inner child, reawakening their inner goddess, thus improving their life and transforming their pains into their greatest gains. After having been in a demanding financial job leading to burnout and having multiple sclerosis for 20 years, Shamna took her life back into her own hands, changing it drastically. She launched Goddess Creations, and now she shares her personal story of empowerment around the world, proving that you can change the status quo. Shamna is out to show other women how to do the same. And wow, that is such a phenomenal background. And your chapter in the Champions book is Healing, Transformation, and Integrity, the Intention of the Goddess. So tell me more, Shamna, what is your intrinsic drive behind Goddess Creations?
Thank you for asking, Tamara. The drive behind all of this is as old as the ages, let's say. What is very important to me is the fact that there is an imbalance between the male and the female energies. Now, I am totally a fan of the male energies, but the women have been playing a far too small role in life. Our programming is that of submission and playing small, not being our true selves. And in this pattern, in this role, we have lost our voice. We have lost our voice. We have lost who we really are. And because we have then actually been playing out a role that isn't in our strength, we have been undermining ourselves. We have become sick. We have been sabotaging ourselves and not been living to our fullest potential. I take myself for an example, let's say, is that in my programming, it is you have to work hard because you're a woman. You have to act a certain way. You have to dress a certain way. You have to be of service to the man in a certain way. And all of these illusions that have made me act a certain way or attract people into my life that don't serve me. And because I did all of this, I then ended up in a pattern that didn't serve me. I became sick. I was in a job that did that, where I was always working hard to be loved and be pleased. And in doing all of that, I lost myself and I got a sickness in my body. Now, I do believe that not that it's your fault that you get sick, but you get signals to let you say, hey, stop, think about what route you're on, and let's see if you can change course. So I believe in the signals that you get from the divine. That is something I learned the hard way, and that is something that I want to bring to women so that they don't have to, well, I'm sure they'll bump their nose before they end up with me, but they won't. They don't have to go through all of the trauma and the torment and reinvent the wheel themselves. And also that, I take that also with the ancient wisdom of the maybe the paganism or the mythologies, all of that old wisdom that's in all those cultures that have been lost. I want to bring that back into the here and now so that we can all embody that and the goddess within.
So if you had to summarize your big message and your big mission in just a phrase, what would that be?
Well, that phrase would be something that I invented for myself. It's like a short poem, and it is, to fly, you must transform. To transform, you must peel. Yes, the death is painful. My love, you will heal. Show your true colors. That summarizes the journey to become empowered.
Wow, that's such a powerful statement that you made. And tell me a little bit more about this journey and what you're wanting to achieve. Is this something that, with your business, how long have you been really focused on the Goddess project? Or that's probably not the correct name, but that's how I'm seeing it.
Yes, that's a very, very, very good question, and thank you for that. I've had MS since 1999, and that's now 20 years. And I chose for myself, because you got all of the fear talk around me. I got all of this fear talk around me. Oh, you can't have children. Oh, you can't have a job. Oh, you can't anything, and all of these can'ts. And I was decided, I choose my life. So I put on my heels and I became the vamp. And I was like, sorry, I choose my life. And I wore those heels and I had the children and I carried on. Problem is, because I had my past traumas, I kept on charging on and overworking. And what then happened is that I had my burnout. But before I had my burnout, my MS started to crawl up again because I was overworking. I was trying to be pleased. I was trying to get the love from my employer or from whomever. And then one day, just as divine did, you start to get these signals that really start to hit you in the face. You get a book and it's like, hey, all right, let's talk about this book. Or, hey, there's a retreat in Avalon. Oh, hang on. Merlin energy. So it's like all my childhood wonder things were triggered again. And I was like, I can't avoid this. I have to go. And I remember people saying, but why are you going? I can't explain it. I have to go. And by taking every step, by taking these steps into the unknown, because for me that was unknown at the time, I discovered sisterhood. I discovered the goddess. I mean, I didn't even know about the goddess as goddess because I was brought up with the God of the Christian church. And to me, he seemed like this very grumpy man with a beard who was going to open his book at the end of your life and say, you did not make it or you didn't. You know, we're all waiting to die and go to heaven. Why? And through encountering the goddess, which is God, because for me, it's not a difference. It's all one. For me, in learning about source, I could then see that we are our own source of power and we can change our lives and we can improve everything, you know, all of these things. And so I told myself to get better concerning my MS. Now, it's not all gone, but it's jolly well under control, unless I am in a situation that does not serve me and I'm ignoring it. And then it comes back. And then I stop and think, what am I not doing right? And, you know, what am I doing that it doesn't serve me? So that's how I incorporate partly the goddess in my life. I also have followed the priestess training, but it's more about the goddess is everywhere and in all these aspects. And you can call it archetypes. You can focus on the archetypes. I mean, we all know the Greek archetypes of Athena and Aphrodite and Artemis. But I used to say to myself as a teenager, I'm a diamond, you know, and a diamond, you know, those beautiful ones with 56 sides. I'm a diamond. I can't say who I am because I have many faces, and that is goddess for me. So there's also the shadow side as well. And the shadow side is also the teaching, the learning that you can get from going within and peeling away your layers, confronting that which does not serve you. That also is goddess, going deep and down to be able to rise up and bloom again in that cyclic way. So yes.
I love the way you describe everything because you're so eloquent in just the descriptions and I can visualize, you know, when you describe the diamond, I'm able to see everything that you're describing. So how do you work with people with Goddess Creations?
Yes. Well, Goddess Creations for me is at the moment as I am building her, because she is she came to me in a vision during my burnout as a type of, I mustn't say alien ship, so I'll transform it to human words and say octopus with many legs. And Goddess Creations therefore has two aspects. I have the vision of creating a beautiful web of connection where I bring the women who have their needs of empowerment, bring them to the providers of maybe the courses or the products, like a type of Amazon setup. That is what I am aiming to build as Goddess Creations, the web, let's say, and the workshops and the retreats. But on the other hand, there is the Shamna Lea Gray part, which I am also doing at this time, and that is the coaching. So the personal coaching, that is where when I encounter a woman or when a woman finds me who has been through the childhood trauma and knows that she needs to do it. And it's not even that she says, oh, I have a childhood trauma, please help me. It's like, I can't sleep. I'm confused. I'm attracting the wrong man. Help me out. Usually these things have a pattern coming from the past. And that's where I come in. And that is where I have that conversation with you. So it's not like saying, oh, I have a trauma, tick. It's really about what in my life is not serving me. What am I bumping into all the time? I need to fix this. And then let's have the conversation. Let's peel away those layers and then rebuild yourself up so you can attract the life that really does serve you. So that's what I'm doing as a coach, aside from the web.
Well, one thing, again, I just love to listen to you describe things because they're very visual. So with Goddess Creations, if somebody wants to speak with you and learn more, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Well, thank you. I am still setting up my website. So my website at the moment is not online. It's in work mode, which is www.goddesscreations.org. And at the moment I am using .nl, but that will lead to the org later on. And at the same time, if you want to contact me, I am on Facebook as Shamna Lea Gray, and also Goddess Creations, the page. And I have a private Facebook group for women, Goddess Creations for Women, where I am active in the group and where the women can, it's almost like a red tent where the women have a safe community to just share whatever. At the moment I am sharing, but I will be doing more talks and stuff there, which will then be of service to them. If you want to directly contact me, then you can email me at info@goddesscreations.nl. So those are the places that you can find me, as in that form of Goddess Creations. And if you have any questions, or if there's anything you need, or yes, as I said, as I didn't say, I have only started this 2 years ago, since my burnout hit me. And I started that first year by flogging, just building up that muscle. And now I am building the company so that I can be of service to all of those women that really do want that support. They really are waiting for a hand to reach out to them and take them along the journey. And that is where I come in. That is what I am really driven to do, in whatever form.
Well, it really sounds like you're in alignment with Memories in a Mansion and the Champions book project. So with that, Diana, tell us more about what's coming up for Memories in a Mansion.
Hello.
Thank you, Diana.
Thank you, Tammy. Yes, August 1st, our launch. It's to tell the world, announce to the universe that Memories in a Mansions is ready. Set, go. And we are having a book signing with the authors there, as many as can come. From the Netherlands, we're hoping. Let's see. It's just going to be a wonderful evening. Chef Bill Hansen will be in the book. Who's also in the book will be catering the event, and he's very well renowned in his field. So it's at Villa Woodbine. I don't know if I mentioned that. Villa Woodbine in Coconut Grove. And in order to find out more about the event, you can visit Memories in a Mansion TM on Facebook, and you will have the event page there, and you can attend. You can also find me you can find me personally, Diana, on Facebook, Diana Aldereguia, as well as my webpage, which is memoriesinammansion.org.
So Memory in a Mansions TM on Facebook, and memoriesinamention.org online to find out all the different information. And then, of course, goddesscreations.nl, and the NL stands for the Netherlands, or goddesscreations.org is coming soon. So I'm really excited about everything that both of you are doing, because it's so interesting to me when people, you know, like for example, you were talking about your MS, and how when you're in line, it leaves you alone, but it signals you when you're out of alignment. And I think that's so interesting that when we stop and listen to ourselves, we normally get really clear information about when we're on the right path and when we're going off our path. So thank you so much. Before I let you go, Shamna, do you have any last words you'd like to share in our conversation today?
Well, I definitely want to say thank you, Tamara, and thank you for Diana for this wonderful invite to be in your lovely book. I'm really excited and looking forward to reading all the lovely stories therein. And actually, I just want to reach out to all of you who think that you are alone, all of you women that think you are alone in whatever you are going through. That's the first thing. That's the illusion. You are not alone. All you have to do is ask for help, and it will come. Go within and ask for help. Find that space, that peace moment in yourself. Ask a question, and you will get an answer in any and every form. that's just the way universe/goddess works. So thank you for this opportunity very much.
That is really good advice, to go within and ask the question, and you'll get the answer. And I think it is so important that people know that all you have to do is ask. It's that simple. Just ask. So Diana, what would you have to say to add to the conversation?
Shamna's right. The times that I have ignored my inner self, that little voice, that knowing that, Diana, you shouldn't be doing this, or Diana, that's not the way to go, and it hasn't been the way to go, and I knew it within. So yes, listen to your inner voice. And in closing, I mean, we are approximately half of the world's population, and we are not expressing our true purpose. As women, if you help one woman, you change her life, which in turn creates a stronger family and a stronger community, adding to the incredible things men are already doing. Why not make it a better world for all of us? Support someone, anyone, even if it isn't our organization, support someone, help someone up.
Wow. That's beautiful.
And if I may add, that is really something that is the drive behind it. If we can heal ourselves as women, and we don't have to worry about the men, because we will have that ripple effect. We will have that ripple effect, and then they will transform with us. We can, it's not about judging and condemning them. No, we have to empower ourselves, and through that we will empower the others too. And that's the point. Be the goddess within. So we are goddess creations, and let's create that goddess in us and around us. So
I had a mentor once tell me, and now that you said that, I don't know, it just came to me. I had a mentor once tell me, because I was not happy with the way somebody was treating me. And he looked at me square in the eyes and said, "Have you told him that it bothers you?" And I'm like, "No, but he should know." I'm like, "No, he doesn't have to know if you don't tell him. You show people how to treat you." And I was like, wow, it never occurred to me. I mean, it's a basic concept that we should all know, and we don't practice it. You are treated the way you allow yourself to be treated. So show people to treat you how you want to be treated.
Wow. Well, on that note, everyone, memoriesinAmansion.org and goddesscreations.org. Check it out. Listen to this conversation again, because I think you're going to find that there are many golden nuggets in the words that have been shared today. So everyone, this is Tammy Patzer. Go make it a beautiful day.